I'm Jeff Butler. My law firm is Butler Con. We handle serious personal injury and wrongful death cases.
My name's Tom Giannotti. I'm an attorney with Butler Con.
What I typically tell other lawyers is that we deal with hard to deal with corporate defendants when the case is going to have to be litigated for years and years. The Minor against Cherry case involved a collision in a road in an intersection here in South Atlanta, in which the at-fault driver was going straight, and then our decedent, Miss Rosie Minor, was making a left turn through the same intersection.
The police initially faulted our client's mother, the decedent in this case, for failing to yield.
One of the challenges that we had was that both drivers had the circle green light, which means that our decedent was supposed to yield the right of way. In other words, the at-fault driver had the right of way. And this was a big theme for the defense from opening statement through just about every witness and through closing arguments.
However, as the evidence developed, we investigated further. We learned that the defendant driver was speeding over 70 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit zone. And she also learned she was on her cell phone, distracted at the time. It was a contested liability case, but ultimately the jury found that the evidence supported liability on the defendant.
We had 3 experts involved in the case, 2 for the plaintiff and 1 for the defense. We hired Nick Earnhardt, who's a really good accident reconstruction expert, and who worked hand in hand with Bill Messerschmidt, who's a human factors expert.
And both of those experts worked alongside DK Global to create this animation.
I think it was also useful, for getting the case resolved, because I think it is one of the things that intimidated the defense into making some serious offers.
And that occurred while the jury was out deliberating and moments before they were about to return a verdict for the plaintiff. Believe it or not, the defense's highest initial offer in this case was $30,000. And that really reflects the limits of available insurance, but ultimately we were able to recover above those limits.
And they offered $9 million, we counted at 10, so the case settled at $10 million. Having an animation that encapsulates the entire collision is really helpful, not just to present to the jury, but also for that witness work.
We've worked with DK Global in several cases, and it's always been a good experience. Very professional folks, very timely, and create high quality product, in this case an animation that showed the collision and wrongful death of our client's mother. Just like a picture is worth a million words, I mean, this animation says so much more than we could. Not just telling a jury what happened, but showing a jury what happened. And you can only do so much without having that visual for the jury. So having the animation, we think, makes a huge difference.